ISUPK.
You ready? Aliyah Shah, and I'm here with
Georgia.
She didn't want to say her name.
Brittany, that's
Brittany,
my name.
Brittany and Georgia.
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you all. Thank you for the interview, giving us a chance to talk to you. All right, so I wanted to ask some questions about marriage, just in general. Like, how do you feel about marriage?
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say commitment, like, where does the commitment come from in a marriage? Like, what makes a marriage commitment? And from your opinion, like, what makes it like a marriage?
What makes it a marriage?
Yeah.
The commitment on both sides.
Uh-huh.
From the man and the woman.
So where do you get the values and the morals from your marriage? Like, where does that come from?
God.
It comes from God?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good answer. So if the morals and the commitment comes from God or marriage, how do you feel? Why do you feel like today, like, marriages don't last?
Because God ain't in the center.
You say God's not in the center of the marriage? And what do you say?
What make it last? Honesty, loyalty, communication.
Okay, honesty, loyalty, communication. So do you feel like all these things are missing today, like from relationships and marriages?
Yes.
Most definitely.
So who was supposed to teach us, like, the values and principles of marriage? Like, why aren't we learning these things today?
No one
In your
has
opinion.
a good example in front of them.
So, like, you know, back in the day, and you probably know where I'm going, like, marriages back in the day were a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our great grandparents, like, they never split up. They never
Right.
left each
But
other's
they
side.
should have, though.
You said they should have? Why do you say they
because
should
the
have?
grandpas was cheating.
Because the grandpas is cheating?
They had different families in different states. At
So
least
look-
on my side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if those grandpas was cheating and they wouldn't have had families and had other kids, right? So it would have been like a lot of children. We wouldn't be here. A lot of kids wouldn't be here,
That's
right?
definitely true.
That's definitely true. So was your parents married? Were y'all parents married?
37 years.
37 years? Most high
Christ.
Christ. Get a sister in here for that. That's hardcore. My parents wasn't married,
Mine's
but
neither.
yours neither. But now a lot of children wouldn't have been born. And then you said that your principles of marriage and values of marriage come from the Bible, right? So even with that, like, according to the Bible, if you understand the history through the Bible, our whole nation, the Israelites, were built on polygamy. So man could have more than one wife because that was his God-given right. But these days it's looked down upon because we was, of course, captured in captivity and slavery. But the point being is not like, I'm not saying it like, okay, every man should go out and have multiple women. That's not the point that I'm making.
Right.
The point is, like, just the values of a marriage have pretty much just become to where brothers is like, don't respect women and women don't respect
That's
themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if the principles that in the Bible, when it talks about marriage, how do you think that we can push those back in the black community?
Well, first of all, men is not men how they used to be neither, though. Like, it's all about being in the streets, you know, and they go on both ends. But it start with men sometimes.
So you said it starts with the men?
Sometimes it do. Like, it's all about being in the street and can't control themselves, and men is not men how they was.
Okay. So are women how they was back
Women,
then?
okay. Well, no, because women back then they is just sitting in their house and
stay married when they
slaved
should've
on out
divorced.
while they man is out cheating. From my viewing of life, I
So-
don't know if that's how.
So
it
you
is.
feel like, this is what I'm taking from y'all. So cheating destroyed the marriage. Men
That's
cheating.
how it
No,
starts.
that's how it started. No,
Back
I
in
don't
the
feel like
day-
that's what destroyed, but it's
So what do you, if it's not the cheating, what destroyed the black?
Sometimes-
There's no commitment.
yeah, and
A
sometimes
woman
lack
is
of communication.
damaged after a man cheats. So therefore it's just a downfall spiral effect. If a man starts cheating and a woman stays, they're never gonna get over it, honestly.
So the women will never get over the man cheating.
Right.
So when
They
the
feel
women,
like they can because they're a man and they're providing for the household, how it was back in the day. Kind of like the Fences story, the movie. That's what it reminds me of.
okay. So when the women, like modern women, that's what they call them today, right? Modern women. I don't really understand the term, but I understand that we're in different times. So the modern women today, like if their man cheats, if your dude cheat on you, what you gonna do?
Leave. That's why I'm single.
You gone, right? And then so when you
I done been
go
cheated
ahead.
on multiple times, and I stayed.
Okay.
And just to try to work it out because I don't just give up. I want to try it, and I stayed multiple times. But with the same man, yeah. But at the end, it's gonna be an end to this road one day if you're gonna continue to cheat. But I don't just leave. I stay to see how it'll work.
Well, I like to give her a hand for that. Just not giving up because
Yeah.
that's one of the things that we are missing. Like in
Right.
today's relationship, it's like just give up.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Skip you,
Yeah.
regardless if we got children, regardless if we got a house, because what it really affects is the children. And then we just
Right,
keep
yeah.
teaching a cycle of, their
Yeah.
parents not being in any type of commitment. But what I like to say too, like, I'm gonna ask another question. Did you know according to the Bible, and this is like one of the solutions right here that we give in our school, we teach, because this is what the Bible teaches, that sex is marriage. Have you ever heard that or like heard that term? Because like when I said earlier that a man can have more than one wife, right? Like in our organization, like there's brothers in our school who have more than one wife.
What's the school called?
It's called the ISUPK. It's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical
Is
Knowledge.
they here?
Yeah, we have a school here, and this brother right here holding the camera, Salaki, Officer Malak, he's the leader, or he's the camp leader of our school.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you can,
Okay.
his contact number is right there on the bottom. But just real quick, like I was saying, learning that sex is marriage, when a man understands, like if I sleep with this woman, I have to keep her my entire life. And if a sister, if she sleeps with a man, if she opens her leg to a man, she be like, you're telling that man that I want to be with you the rest of my life. That's what we're missing in our marriage, is where the commitment comes from. So before I lay down with you, you got to understand, like, well, if I lay down with this sister, I got to keep that sister. Now, how many men
Actually do that.
well actually do that? A lot of us don't, because we haven't been taught that. Because of the
yeah.
Christian church hasn't taught this. They teach us that the marriage has to do with the paper and the ring
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the ceremony.
That's true, yeah.
But before you go there, you have to understand that I want this woman for the rest of my life. If we lay down with each other and we have sex, that we're married, that's an oath between you, I, and the Most High God. You know what I mean? So that's where, we try to teach brothers and sisters to, not go out here and, like, none of us will go have just sex with random women, because we understand the responsibility that comes with that. Yeah, we're all married. Well,
Oh, okay.
are you married to Kalamar? Yeah, he's married as well. Salaki, my bad. But yeah, we're all married. But just the point being is like we have to teach this to our nation, because this
Right.
is what is affecting our relationships.
Right, yeah.
And then it's affecting the children, because a lot of our children are growing up in broken homes, because women be like, I'm a cheat, I'm a gone. I ain't throwing no rocks. Or the man will be like, I'm gone. I ain't trying to stay with that bride. She crazy. You know what I mean? However it go, you know what I'm saying? The house ends up broken.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a generational effect. Yeah.
And we learned that through the Christian church, like I was saying, in Christianity, because they were supposed to teach us the responsibility that comes with sex. Sex today is just like, literally, if I'm lying, I could walk anywhere and literally just go sleep with somebody. You know what I mean? It's like it's nothing. Like we look at sex like it's nothing. Like it's like
Right.
breathing or drinking some water.
Yeah.
You can turn on what's the thing that they be watching on the internet?
Podcast.
No, not the podcast. Pornhub.
Porn? Yeah.
You can turn on Pornhub, like you can watch video. It's literally like they advertise sex all day like it's nothing. And that's really the problem with a lot of our brothers and sisters. We look at sex like it's nothing, but when according to God, the Most High God of the Bible, sex is marriage.
Right. That's
So, but I don't know. I ain't really. You got any questions you want to ask? I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to get a few sisters' opinion.
That's a good topic.
Yeah, on
That's what y'all teach in the school?
yeah. So now hold on.
marriage,
Yes,
we
we
teach
teach in the
the
school. So
Okay.
knowing that, y'all married?
No.
Neither one of y'all?
No.
Oh, okay.
I will have a ring on.
Huh?
I said I will have a ring on.
Well, that's what the brother was just saying. The marriage ain't about a ring,
Ring
and a piece
and
of
a
paper. It's
paperwork.
sex.
I'm just saying, if I was married, I would.
Oh, I got you. Well, are you having sex with somebody?
No.
Okay, no sweat.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point, and that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
important it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how
Right.
important
That's
it
the
is.
top. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just it. We appreciate y'all doing the interview, answering the questions, and being straight up, blunt. This is the ear. She finally said her name. She got them braces in her mouth. You got a nice smile.
Well,
Yeah.
thank y'all.
It was
You're
nice
welcome.
meeting you guys.
That
Nice
was
to
a
meet
good
you.
topic.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
thank you. We trying to, we like to just go. We
Y'all
come
need to
down here all the
have
time.
that topic with,
Some
a
men.
few more people, and maybe they'll think about some stuff once y'all had that
See what
topic.
they say.
Well, you know that's what we teach in our class. We teach everything that's in the Bible.
Right,
And the
yeah.
Bible says sex is marriage, so that's what we teach in our school.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It keeps families together.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Y'all
Nice
take care.
meeting you.
Nice meeting
All
y'all
right,
too.
thank
Shalom.
y'all. Nice meeting you.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel?